participants, this match is for the ECWA Heavyweight Championship. Introducing the challenger from the gym, weighing 202 pounds, a former ECWA Heavyweight Champion. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back, Bobby Shields!
Bobby Shields knows what that chase is all about. He's done it so many times. The first gentleman that I ever met in the ECWA when I walked in the door.
Argentina, 181 pounds. He's a former ECWA Mid-Atlantic champion and the current ECWA Heavyweight Champion. Introducing Azrieal!
And he has around his waist what it's all about. The heavyweight title. The belt held by men such as Christopher Daniels, Ace Darling, Christian, Papadon, Darren Young. So many names over the years have held this championship belt low-key. And it's been an amazing run in the ECWA. It's so hard to believe. 1967 to 2017. Some companies will try to disparage that and say that doesn't exist, but they are just fools. Because clearly, ECWA, the longest running independent in the world today.
Now, when you talk about main events, you talk about headlining matches. You have somebody, Azrieal, who, again, another guy who came into the ECWA, and with his size, it just seemed like he was one of those who may, with no disrespect to Azrieal, may peak at the Mid-Atlantic Championship. He doesn't look like the guy who's like, at least when he was first here, who was like, oh, this guy's going to be a heavyweight champion someday. But he's surprised everybody and just completely, I mean, he has his tactics, you know, here and there. They're not always the most honorable things. But he's managed to keep his belt. And he's managed to fight and challenge the people who step up to him. It's not a matter of, you know, being cowardly. He doesn't dodge anybody.
No.
He's in the ring. He's like, all right, I'm going to give you everything I have as long as you do the same. And every single person who got in the ring with him did that, and he did the same to them. And then you have somebody like Bobby Shields, who's another former heavyweight champion, who's probably one of the best we've ever seen in the ring.
Sure.
I mean, so this is a very fitting 50th anniversary main event.
It really is. You know, it's the story of two journeymen here in the ECWA. Guys who took so many years but accomplished so much. Both soft-spoken, you know, but both, like you said, they give their heart, give their soul, leave nothing in the ring at the end of the match. Win, lose, or draw. And Azrieal right now, side headlock. Bobby Shields is going to push him off. Shoulder tackle by the champion. Bobby Shields hits the hip toss. Ooh,
wow.
I don't think Azrieal saw that drop kick coming. Side headlock takedown, and Bobby Shields just wearing away at Az. Bobby roll up one.
And now you have to wonder, because of how Azrieal has won his matches in the past, all the different ways, and to be honest, the help that he's gotten from the PCA, how is that, their lack of presence here, how is that going to affect how Azrieal wrestles in the match, how he looks to end the match? Like, it's got to change his entire strategy, especially when this whole time, this whole night before this match, and before the PCA came out here, I'm sure they were all in the back figuring out, okay, this is what we're going to do, this is what we're going to make sure of. They had strategies, and they had their own strategies, and then when everything fell apart just a few minutes ago, that whole strategy gets thrown out the window. You know, Azrieal really has to start from scratch the minute he comes out of the curtain.
Well, that certainly is one aspect for sure. Phil, I mean, you've been sitting beside me for the last couple months here with Azrieal as champion. To me, he was a PCA member, but he never felt like he would accompany other guys to the ring. It never felt like he relied on anybody.
It's like he never felt that he was obligated to do what the PCA had been doing. It's like he stood out amongst them.
Truly been the leader, that's for sure.
And like you said, he really never needed them in his corner for any match where he defended the title. He just went out there. Sometimes AJ Pan wasn't even in his corner, but he went out there each and every time and defended his title and had the best match of the night, like he always did.
But with that said, the PCA is a huge presence, and just knowing that you don't have them in your back pocket, that's got to play into something.
Yeah, but let's not say that Azrieal is not a member of PCA. He still is.
Right. I just think the others are always together. And usually when you see Azrieal, he's off by himself.
And also what you saw, dissension amongst the ranks finally blowing up here at the 50th anniversary show between Howie Timbershea and Damian Adams. You knew it was going to happen.
Seemed like a matter of time.
You could see it over the course, especially over the summer. You could see it about to explode, and right here tonight, it finally happened.
Now, that may be best for a couple of the guys involved. It may be best for Howie Timbershea. For all we know, PCA was holding him down. He could, he may be breaking off now and saying, you know what, sky's the limit now, and this is where I'm going without you. But, it may work out for him, but it may hurt Azrieal. Like you said, he was always off on his own doing his own thing, but they were still behind him. So he still had that, even in his subconscious, he knew, I got people with me. I have my people here. If something really goes down, I have people to help me out.
Yes.
But now he comes out here and he's, all right, like just before when he rolled out of the ring and he walked around the ring, normally somebody, AJ Pan, would walk over and go, hey, you got this, don't worry about it, give him a little bit of a pep talk. That's not there now. So you got to wonder, is that going to mentally affect him?
And what is the effects going to happen to PCA now that Howie Timbershea is out? It's down to 3 members. We all know AJ Pan can find the best talent out there.
Bobby Shields is going to fly. Azrieal cuts him off.
It seems like it's been a revolving door of PCA members over the past year. But what was once a strong unit of PCA has now totally fallen apart. I just can't wait to see the ramifications of what's going to happen in the next coming weeks.
I mean, Azrael's been all business. From day one, he is business. When somebody says, this is who you have a match against, he's like, all right, cool, no problem. Let's get in the ring, let's do this. I'm going to beat you. Now, when it came down to the announcement that Bobby Shields, even though he lost a loser leaves ECWA match, when it came down to Bobby Shields is coming back and Azrieal, you're going to face him, the only person who really got overly upset about it was AJ Pan. He's the one saying, this is ridiculous. I didn't know there was like a caveat here to this loser leaves ECWA. And Azrieal was like, whatever, man, it's cool. Let's do this. So that's one thing you got to give to Azrieal. It's like from day one when he was told this is who you're going against in the ring, he never backed down. He never complained.
But if Az loses the title tonight, will that be the death knell for the PCA? Will that be the end of everything?
I mean, when it rains, it pours. AJ Pan might be dealing with the breakup of the PCA, at least in the temporary, wow.
Rounding the ring right there, takes out Bobby.
Azrieal using that running drop kick.
You see the momentum. Bobby Shields stayed in that chair and just slid across the floor.
With that said, I don't think Azrieal has any intention of losing the heavyweight title anytime soon. He might hold it for 50 years. Oh! Wow! Shields cuts him off, and the fans loving it.
Now, think of the force when a baseball player hits a home run on a 98-mile-an-hour fastball. Now, with all that momentum behind the ball, and you got enough power to stop the ball dead in its tracks and knock it the other way, that's exactly what Bobby Shields just did to the jaw of Azrieal. He got that running start all the way around the ring.
Now it's Bobby's turn, and he bicycle kicks him out of the chair into the front row. Did he land on Poppin' Fresh, Phil?
I don't think so. Bobby Shields should have probably popped on Poppin' Fresh.
Bobby, this is his game right now. If he... Right into the hardest part of the ring there, that metal frame on the apron.
That unforgiving apron.
Bobby is on his game tonight. Oh no, what does Azrieal have? Wow.
Right into the hardest part of the ring. Believe me, that does not feel good.
This isn't gonna feel good either, I have a feeling. Azrieal, look into the skies for inspiration.
Bobby Shields, another one of those guys who you get in the ring, you gotta stay on him. Now, Azrieal, maybe a lot of the PCA just kind of, rubbed off on him, where it's like this. Play to the crowd a little bit, tell him, come on, give me some kind of credit.
Right.
But it's not something you can normally do to somebody like Bobby Shields. Bobby Shields, you got to be on top of him.
Well, you know what? Azrieal doing a great job staying on top of the challenger. And you got to think for Bobby, it's been a year in exile. Can the dream come true for him? Wouldn't this be the ultimate for Bobby to win it on the 50th anniversary? This is a company he's been part of for what, 15 years now?
Yeah, very
on and off.
And your first day back. You're gone for a year, you come back, hey, I'll just go and, win the belt.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Azrieal taking full advantage of the 5 count.
It's not looking very likely for Bobby right now. Even though the crowd loves him. Bobby's still staying aggressive, however.
It's hard knife edge chop by Bobby Shields.
Can I knife edge chop you once, Phil?
I wish you would.
Az gets the boot up. And this is where the match starts to turn, I think. Azrieal, unlike most competitors, who start out on fire, Az builds to that crescendo where he starts the high-flying stuff, the high-risk stuff. And Bobby Shields knows that all too well. And right now he's got him kind of in a modified camel clutch there. Bobby doesn't seem to want to give up. Almost back to his feet.
Azrieal still got that knee in the small of the back.
But here comes Bobby Shields, the former Robert. Cuts him off with a clothesline. And a cover only 2, however.
You see how smart Azrieal was to drag Bobby Shields away from the ropes before he made that count.
And held both legs so that he couldn't reach out. Now we've seen this so many times. Whipping Bobby Shields across to the other side, but catching him with the knee lift at the same time. Right in the midsection there, right in the breadbasket. And a neck breaker to follow up.
And Azrieal, much like I was talking about with Papa Don earlier, how, he'll whip you into the ropes, chases right after you, and Azrieal didn't even let go. I mean, he basically ran Bobby Shields to the ropes, followed him with the knee to the gut, did it again, and that's what you got to do. Like we were saying earlier, you can't give this guy an inch because he's going to take a mile.
This is very dangerous. Both men tumble to the outside. I don't think that was expected. Both men may have been knocked out.
Referee Mike Keener doesn't know what to do.
I guess he's got to begin the count. He wanted to make sure that they were both okay.
He's got no choice here.
Be a terrible shame to see this end on a double count out. Azrieal is back on his feet. And he's gonna...
Now notice, Azrieal, as we know what the rules go, you cannot lose your title
Yeah,
you cannot lose your title on a count out. Azrieal very easily could have stayed outside the ring and attacked Bobby Shields, but he didn't. He went back in the ring to continue the match.
And that's the kind of champion Azrieal has been. Jacks the jaw, does Bobby Shields, does it again, rocks him with a big boot. And the forearm right under the throat. Beautiful textbook Hurricane Rana by the true talent.
That's the agility there that he did from a standing position. No momentum behind it. Just standing up, jumped straight up, and hit him with the Hurricane Rana.
And Seguri, Bobby Shields going top rope. Drop kick right there, right under the chin once again. Such precision. And we saw this earlier. It didn't work out. Azrieal cut him off, but this time, Shields drops Azrieal right at the feet of the fans. I hope he's okay. Wow.
See, but Shields wants this belt. He threw Azrieal right back in the ring immediately.
That's all you can do. Shields charging. Az moves. Now it's Az's turn. Bobby cuts him off with the...
Had a boot to the face there.
Yeah, exactly. I think I'm starting to lose my voice.
Shields didn't get enough leverage there. He wasn't able to hook the leg.
Sorry. It's my water.
This match has been incredible so
You're a
far.
professional, man. What are you doing?
I know. I'm drinking water. Otherwise, I'll be losing my voice. Bobby Shields, can he get him up? Azrieal behind, into the ropes, pushes Az off. Kick to the midsection. We've seen this so many times. A modified suplex. And the cover middle of the ring, too. And Az does kick out.
Az kicked out.
That was close, though. I feel like I can sit down again. You know what's bad? When Mike Keener's breathing as bad as the challenger and champion.
Keener's blown up.
He's like, he looks like the Warrior in his heyday.
If you want to beat Azrieal, you have to drain his entire tank.
And there's a lot in that.
Entire tank.
Yes. The problem is he might have a 2-hour tank.
Well, the thing is, when you go back and forth like that, just, you know, punch after, oh, wow, punch after punch after punch, it's like being in stop-and-go traffic. You know, your gas drops quicker.
Sure.
Because, I mean, you're just beating the hell out of each other back and forth. I mean, it helps, but, oh, wow.
Punishing backbreaker, but even the moves that Azriel's doing, you know, that takes a lot of energy as well. This isn't like a video game with 2 meters, you know? Azrieal sizing him up. If he hits this, it could be over. Bobby seems unprepared.
Oh,
and
wow.
he does hit it.
Right in the jaw.
Now, we've seen this before. Top rope frog splash, 1, 2, 3. It's how he said Bobby Shields packing from the ECWA. Bobby pops back up, though.
But did he knock enough out of Azrieal that he's not going to be able to block this? And it doesn't look like it.
Oh, the aggression. Bobby Shields maybe lost a tooth there with that headbutt. Pops back up with another flying forearm. Oh, this is going to be bad.
It looked like referee Mike Keener was kind of letting him, you know, because he's letting him fight. He's letting him go.
Right.
Huge Rana. I'm sorry, did I use a term I shouldn't have? I should have extended that one.
It's okay.
Yeah, that's fine. Perfect.
I was about to say it's raining Ranas, but there's only one. You know, like the song "It's Raining Men"?
Yeah, that's your favorite song. I know.
Oh, wow.
Oh, and Bobby Shields hits Azriel's own move against him. Frog splash. 2.
Az barely got the shoulder up.
I don't know that I've ever seen anyone kick out of a frog splash like that. Especially after taking so much punishment. Bobby Shields signaling for the end.
Azrieal fighting through it.
As he always does on a slap to boot. Ace crusher. And this is it. I'm feeling it. This is Azriel's time. Connects with the kick just under the chin. And
now, if Azrieal is able to pull out a victory here, that says a whole lot about Azrieal as a wrestler.
He's about to. Punishing Brainbuster, top turnbuckle.
This could be it.
Here's his frog splash. Almost
Full
hits
extension.
the ceiling.
Oh!
Wait a minute!
Whoa!
Has anyone ever kicked out of Azriel's frog splash, Phil?
Azrieal hit him with the brain buster first, like he always does. He sets him up for the frog splash. Bobby Shields kicked out.
Bobby Shields didn't kick out last year.
This is a completely different Bobby Shields we're seeing.
And I'm telling you, anybody who's ever doubted Azrieal or ever said, oh, you couldn't do anything without the PCA, like I said, if Azrieal pulls out a victory here, nobody can say a negative word about him as a wrestler and about him as a champion.
Even if Azrieal loses, honestly, I mean, the matches, the quality of matches that he's had, the fact that his rivalry with Bobby continues to extend day after day, month after month, Azrieal should not be ashamed. Oh, but with that said, it's looking to me like Azriel's pretty much got this. And again, Bobby Shields has the answer, is able to kick out at 2. But those 2s are getting a little bit longer, Phil.
Az has to be thinking to himself, he can't believe it.
I mean, he's gone pretty much through his entire repertoire. I mean, he's hit Bobby Shields with his...
Gonna do it
front
again!
splash. He's going again!
Oh, Shields got the boots up!
Yeah, he did!
Got the knees.
Azrieal is in serious pain. Bobby Shields, can he get back to his feet? Can he capitalize?
I feel like Azrieal is thinking, I have to be, at this point, in order to beat Bobby Shields, I have to be Dean Malenko. I have to have like 1,001 holds, and I have to be able to pull him out at a moment's notice.
You literally need that many.
Oh.
Ooh, right to the side of the face, the kick. Bobby Shields sizing him up.
Now, can Bobby Shields put an exclamation point on his return by getting the 3 count and winning the ECWA championship?
Wait a minute, if he hits this,
back.
if he hits this, oh my God!
This could be it.
Bobby rolls him over, hooks the leg in the middle of the ring, and Azrieal is the new champion. We do have a new champion. He is the true talent.